morning.
Tell them what day it is.
Today is Monday, August 2nd.
Okay, you saw the blooper at the beginning, but Mary realized how bad her hair looked.
It was nasty, so I put a hat on.
But she said I could show you the blooper at the beginning because that's who we are.
You know, it's true life. What can I say?
So let's start again. We'll
right,
start off.
so
I'm not having this for breakfast. This is
I am
everybody
making
else.
homemade biscuits, and they're taking forever for some reason. I've never used this oven before, but mine, it takes like 8 minutes total, and then it's done nice and golden brown. But this has been in here like forever, so Sandy's gonna let you have a picture of it.
They're looking
They finally
good.
started
They're starting
to
to
turn a little
brown.
brown,
They're
yep.
starting to brown
Yep.
up.
About time.
Okay.
And then Aaron made
Oh, you got-
scrambled eggs
Oh, yeah.
with some cheese on it and some bacon. And of course, I don't know how to make homemade sausage and biscuits.
Okay,
Sausage
Kim,
and-
girl on her phone is probably rolling over
Yeah.
because I think she makes homemade.
Well, then I need to have her recipe because I just had to buy a can. So
Kim, you need to email me your recipe for your
sausage gravy.
sausage gravy so Mary can try. So she made homemade biscuits.
Yes. I would love to have homemade sausage and gravy, but I don't know how to make it. Nobody's ever taught me that one.
So Kim, send us the recipe.
Here's your challenge.
And Mary's the challenge.
Yeah, that is true, yes. I'm ready for my close-up.
I figured since I showed you how bad she looked in the morning, although I kind of fixed
Your
mine
hair
up.
is nothing compared to what mine looked like.
Well,
What the
actually,
hell?
I did brush it a little bit. But see,
I look like I got pearls on.
I'm in the honeymoon suite
Yes.
all by myself.
Yes, she is. I was
Anyway,
wondering what all that noise was last night.
yeah,
but,
it
you
was
know.
just me. Oh, who's here? Oh, that's Kathleen.
Kathleen.
With Mary's coffee.
No, I didn't get coffee.
I thought you were going to get
No,
coffee.
I'm going the whole week without. So
I don't know. That's a scary thought.
we can do it.
I even offered to buy her some Starbucks coffee
She did,
yesterday.
yes, and I
and
said
you know
no.
how expensive that is just for a cup of coffee.
It is expensive, but I said no. I'll manage. Thank you. So
But if I would have said you want a chocolate malt at the Dairy Queen,
in a heartbeat.
but I didn't offer that. One day passing that up was temptation enough. But tonight we're going for ice cream.
Yes, we have to.
We have to. It's just
It's just something we do up here. so.
it's just written in stone.
Well, I think I have to take my biscuits out now, so I have to say goodbye.
Oh, let me see how your biscuits are. We'll see how your biscuits are.
These are going to be hot as shish kebab.
Don't put it on the
No,
counter.
I'm putting it right there.
Oh, okay. Well, don't burn mine.
Will it burn?
No, it won't. If it does, I guess it's guaranteed. It's
super
Pampered
hot.
Chef.
I think I have too much flour on it. That's what it is.
There's her
But
biscuits.
They don't look too bad, but
They're tempting.
yep.
Just the one has too much flour
I
on it.
know. I think that was my first one. So.
Live and learn.
Oh, and Kathleen's walking in.
Kathleen's back, but she doesn't look like coffee.
It is coffee.
Oh, iced coffee?
It's a nitro cold brew with caramel bourbon sauce. It's okay.
But you lost me on coffee.
Well,
Sorry, all the coffee lovers.
I just like to support the local business. They follow me on Instagram.
Oh, there you go. What's your Instagram handle?
It's just my name, Kathleen Kubiak.
KATHLEEN KUBIAK.
Correct.
Follow her. You see all of her, I like to call them circus acts, but I know they're not. So what are they called?
It's called Aerial.
Aerial.
Yep, I haven't done it in a while, but
But
I'll go back eventually.
they're like circus acts to me. I couldn't do any of it. I'll give you that. I can't do any of it, but okay, that's it.
It's very hot.
You're lining up.
So you put your
Well, let me tell you, this is the life. I could get used to this. This is like gorgeous. Of course, it's Monday and it's trash pickup, so you can hear the garbage cans in the background. But I got my, let's see, show you. I got my water, my first 34 ounces of water. I've already drank 16 ounces of water with my medication this morning, and just to get my day started. And I have sweatpants on, but it's kind of cool in the house because it got down to 52 degrees last night, so the cottage is kind of cool. So I want to come out here, and so I thought I'll just put some sweatpants on. Oh no, I'm going to go in and put some shorts on because it's a little warm out here. Yesterday, I know everybody was like probably scared when they saw the waves with the girls going down to the beach and me filming them from way up top. I had told them, kind of loud. Make sure he gets all of our trash. I know, I should put my microphone on. I never thought to put my microphone on. I did bring it, but I forgot it in the house. I don't want to go in. I'm lazy. Well, that truck was exceptionally loud. I think they need a new truck. It didn't sound too well. It sounded too good, rather. Kind of reminds me of Kim on her front porch with all the traffic going by. This is like a really secluded area, but for some reason, as soon as I started filming, everybody wanted to start driving by. But anyway, when we got down to the beach, I told the girls that I wanted to film the water from up above, so that if they were going to go down, they had to wait for me before they went in the water. But if they did go into the water, they had to hold on to the railing before I got down there. I knew full well that I didn't have to work down those steps, because I knew as soon as they got down there and saw how wavy it was and how scary it looked from up close, that they weren't going to go in the water. So I went to film them, and it's just I was ready to go down the steps to go join them. They come running up, thankfully, because I didn't want to go in that water either. I would have, because it would have been too dangerous for them to be by themselves in that water. But I knew they weren't going to go in it. When I saw those waves, I thought, there is no way they're going in that water. And I knew they didn't. So they stayed like on the shoreline there and for a little bit, but that was about it. And then we came back up, and that was it. So I finished my book yesterday. I would highly, highly, highly recommend this book. I gave it a 10. I really liked it. It held my interest really well. Like I said, it was like smaller print, so I think it should have been like 500 pages, but it was only 366 pages, I think, something like that. But very interesting. And if you don't want to read the book, Showtime has got a mini-series coming out in October with Jeff Daniels and Maura Tierney. It's like, I think, a 6-part or maybe it's a 10-part series, limited series on Showtime. But I wanted to read the book beforehand. I remember when I read The Godfather before I had seen the movie. And when I watched the movie, I wondered, how do people pay attention to the movie if they haven't read the book? Because they left so much out, because the book was so thick. There were so many details in the book that just you can't do in a movie unless you make like a 4 or 5 hour movie. But I was able to think that, they missed this one. It's a good thing I did read the book, because the girl behind me, a spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie, although it's been since the 70s, what's your excuse for not seeing the movie? She was telling her boyfriend, husband, her date, whoever she was with, oh my gosh, look at this. He's going to wake up and there's going to be a horse's head in his bed. Oh, look out, they're going to get Sonny at the toll booth. They're going to shoot them all up. I'm thinking, I'm glad I saw the movie. My other movie quote, my other movie thing I wanted to tell you about was, isn't that loud? Doesn't that sound like that? And he's on the next block. He's not even on my street anymore. He's on the street over. Anyway, my friend of mine went to see Last of the Mohicans, and if you've ever seen, spoiler alert, The Last of the Mohicans is when they have the final battle, and they're on top of the mountain, and Magway and Daniel, I think his name was Daniel. He wasn't the last of the Mohicans, but he was the stepson of the last of the Mohicans. Anyway, they were into this final battle, and it was like the last 5 minutes of the movie. Well, my friend had got to the movie late, and he wasn't sure what theater it was in, and he went in the wrong theater, and he went in at the very end of the last 5 minutes of the movie, and he tapped the guy in front of him, and he says, I'm a little late to the movie. Could you tell me what's happened so far? And the guy just looked at him like, are you a nut? What? Anyway, so then he realized he was in the wrong movie. But he went to the right movie and watched it even though he knew the ending. So now I'm moving on to this book today, Bad Things. It is, let's see how many pages it is. I always like to know how many pages it is before I start. 370 pages, and it's about a lawyer who watched his 4-year-old son tumble from a jetty into the lake outside their Washington home in a terrible instant. His life was too brief and innocent, ended, but it was drowning, the fall, or even some previously undetected internal defect that killed the little boy. He simply died. Okay, now they have to figure out what's going on. I don't like reading stories about kids getting killed, but I should have realized that with the little boy on the cover. But anyway, that's it for now. I'll keep you abreast of what we're doing, but we are getting ice cream tonight. Okay, I wanted to give you a view of my happy time, my happy spot. I do have my microphone on, so hopefully you can hear me. There's a little breezy down here. I'll probably try to make it a little bit closer to my mouth. Hopefully that you can hear me, because it's a little breezy. But whatever. I'm in my happy place. That's all that matters. And look at the beautiful scenery that I have. It's just gorgeous. Last night I was trying to, I told you that I was going to try to get onto, I know I'm like a weird angle, but I wanted you to see the view. You can see me anytime. I was going to go on Sophia's iPad. I have Verizon. There's no internet at our cottage. But for some reason, AT&T has a strong signal. So if you have AT&T, they can pick it up from the hotspot. So I did try to use Aaron's hotspot. When I use his hotspot, I go from my 5 gigabytes down to, I think he said 2. So last night's video, I started to upload onto his hotspot, and I started it at 7 o'clock, and he went to bed at 11, and so he took his phone, so my hotspot went away. So I was just basically just like on my cellular trying to capture whatever I could, and I got to stay up till 2. It was so nice. I stayed up till 2 in the morning. I was reading, and that's when I finished my book last night. And I happened to notice that it was uploaded, and so I finished up the things that I could do. But before all that happened, I went on Sophia's iPad, and I was able, no I wasn't. I was trying to put, first of all, I tried to do the Creator Studio first, and it kept telling me that it was sending me a code to my YouTube channel on my device, on my iPad, that I had to go into my iPad to accept the request and put the code in that they were sending me. But I had no internet, so I couldn't get into that. And so I was trying different ways. I thought maybe if they could email it to me or they could text it to me, and you know what happens, 3 tries, you're out. So they kicked me out. So I thought, well, if I can at least get the YouTube channel up, I can do that. So then I did the YouTube channel. I tried to do the YouTube channel. No, locked me out. They told me that it was suspicious activity on my site, so I had to wait 2 hours before I could try again. So I waited the recommended 2 hours and went to go back on it again, and once again it told me no. And so then I thought, well, maybe I need to do the iMovie first, because that's where I upload all my videos, on iMovie. So I put it on iMovie, and I couldn't upload that because she didn't have enough storage for it, and I didn't want to use all of her storage up for my stuff, so I didn't even try that. So I thought, well, let me try to think maybe I can do it on the YouTube. But then I have to worry about transferring my pictures, and I don't know what I did, but I locked myself out of everything. Even my phone. I couldn't send texts, I couldn't take calls, I couldn't play any games. I had to wait 2 hours for that. So then I came back after 2 hours, was able to get onto the YouTube and put my channel up on YouTube. But then, like I said, it wouldn't transfer my movies. I couldn't do the movies from that. So then that's when Aaron said that he had the hotspot. So then we tried with the hotspot, and that's when I was able to get the Creator Studio put up. So then I went over to the Creator Studio. It was a debacle. That's all I can say. It was 4 minutes in. It was a debacle. So I did manage to get myself into her YouTube channel. So I can watch videos, which I did watch a few this morning, and I can comment because on her channel the comments were turned off. So I did watch some videos yesterday. But you can't say that YouTube doesn't have security. They definitely have security. And then I'm going to try to upload this. By the water here, I can somewhat pick up a Verizon signal, but it's fleeting. It's in and out, so I don't know. And we're not really going into town. The ice cream place that we're going to is just up the road a little bit. It's not far enough into town. And it's my channel, not everybody else's. We are on vacation. we just happened to have to go to Myers yesterday, so that's why we filmed the bit yesterday at Myers, and I was able to upload it in the morning, the other one. And then last night, like I said, Aaron's hotspot came in handy. But I really think that there's just so many people on devices, because Mary, Sophia, her friend Alyssa, Kathleen, Christy, and Aaron. So that's 6 people right there were on AT&T already. And so that's why it was so slow. I think that once everybody went to bed, that's why it kind of picked up for me. But I'm on vacation, so I'm not trying to stress about anything. And but the water is it's really calm for like Lake Huron. This is pretty calm. In the morning it's like glass because there's no winds or anything. But I'm thinking, because Christy and Aaron and Sophia and her little friend Alyssa went into town and to get candy. They went to the candy store. So I did not want to go on. I wanted to go on that trip, but I didn't go on that trip because they have all those little candies that I liked when I was a child, like squirrels and Mary Janes and blackjacks. And they don't have a slowpoke sucker, but they got the little slowpoke little things. My Chuckles, my Neckos, my Tootsie Rolls. Well, don't get me started on all these candies. I knew I was having ice cream, so no, I'm not having that. And then for breakfast, I made an omelet with, I had some of that turkey sausage and green pepper and a red pepper and some onion and some mushrooms and my scrambled eggs. You know, it wasn't an omelet, it was scrambled eggs. And then I had 2 slices of the 2-point toast with a little bit of butter on it and my tea. So that's all I've had so far. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, but I'm going to stay on plan because I'm saving my points. My breakfast came to be 3 points for the sausage, 2 points for the toast, so that was 5. Probably 3 for the butter on my toast, so like 8 points. So I still have all of my weeklies because I didn't get a Dairy Queen the other day, so I have all my 42 weeklies, and I still have 15 points left for today. So I'm doing pretty well, I think. So, all right, I'm going to try to upload this while I'm sitting down here reading my book. I can't show you my book because my stand is on the book, because I wanted you to get the full effect of the beautiful lake. So let me give you a better view. Look at that. Gorgeous. My happy place. I am so happy. I'm so relaxed. I'm having so much fun with my family. And it's just, I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Da, 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 da. Oh. Yeah, my microphone's still there. My microphone's still here.